The only source of knowledge is experience. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. The most incomprehensible thing about the universe is that it is comprehensible. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value to others. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Life is like riding a bicycle to keep your balance. You must keep moving. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Try not to become a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Peace is not merely the absence of war, but the presence of justice, of law, of order, in short, of government. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. I speak to everyone in the same way. Whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university, imagination is the highest form of research. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Never lose a holy curiosity. Peace is not a relationship of nations. It is a condition of mind brought about by a serenity of soul. Peace is not merely the absence of war. It is also a state of mind. Lasting peace can come only to peaceful people. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. The high destiny of the individual is to serve rather than to rule. The only real valuable thing is intuition. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Striving for social justice is the most valuable thing to do in life. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. The true value of a human being is determined by the measure and the sense in which they have obtained liberation from the self. A calm and modest life brings more happiness than the pursuit of success combined with constant restlessness. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. The hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorns have roses. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you that mine are still greater. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. A table, a chair, a bowl of fruit, and a violin. What else does a man need to be happy? If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things, to raise new questions, new possibilities, to regard old problems from a new angle requires creative imagination and marks real advance in science. You never fail until you stop trying. The only sure way to avoid making mistakes is to have no new ideas. The world is not dangerous because of those who do harm, but because of those who look at it without doing anything. The important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. One cannot help but be in awe when contemplating the mysteries of eternity, of life, of the marvelous structure of reality. It is enough if one tries merely to comprehend a little of this mystery each day. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Everything that is really great and inspiring is created by the individual who can labor in freedom. The only thing you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. The human spirit must prevail over technology. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. Nationalism is an infantile disease. It is the measles of mankind. The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. Subscribe